Oh, so that I say everything and then you kind of reply. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are all my words. Gotcha.
Yes.
Hello and welcome to episode 53 of The Pope is Gay. Unfortunately today we will be without Michael and his rambling transphobic rants. So I, Dylan, have prepared a few jokes to fill some of the void left by Michael's departure. I want to also stress that Luke had no input when writing any of these jokes for legal reasons, obviously.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, we have a sponsor, don't we, Dylan?
We do actually. Yeah, we've YouTube have reached out to us, and today's Pope is Gay episode is sponsored by Man Rape. That's right, Man Rape, not Manscape. Are you gay and tired of not having sex with men, or are having plenty of consensual sex with men, but want to go back to raping? Well, you, Luke, need Man Rape.
Well, not me. This is just for our viewers.
No, well, I'm saying you and the viewers. I'm thinking
anyone who's interested.
I would not.
Yeah.
I would not endorse a product if I didn't want to, if I didn't think it was worth recommending to friends and family as well as the viewing public.
That's thoughtful. Yeah.
So Man Rape is the all-in-one rape kit that can take care of all your raping needs. With the Man Rape kit, you get a tube of Rehypnol, a strong rope, 2 belt buckles, a baseball bat, and industrial-grade handcuffs, meaning no man will ever escape your clutches again. Use the code DylanGay on the Man Rape website to get 15% off your next order.
Thank you, Dylan. Well, that was really good. So yeah, check out Man Rape, anyone, our new sponsor on the Pope is Gay. This is going really well. This is really professional, Dylan, isn't it?
No, of course. I mean, I'm a professional person. I'm a professional janitor and a professional YouTuber as well.
So get going with your jokes, Dylan, that you have prepared. Some topical humour, for this episode of the Pope is Gay.
It's actually something that I wanted to discuss anyway. So, host of This Morning, a TV show for menopausal racist women. My mum's actually a big fan of the show. And also Dylan. What's the difference?
Wait. See, when it says LT, that's left track.
Oh, okay. My favourite feature is the laugh track.
You insisted.
I do enjoy having my punchlines rewarded with a laugh track. So,
yeah, it makes it work. This is professional. It makes it flow. Yeah, right.
This is very professional. Holly Willoughby and Phillip Schofield have been under fire for apparently skipping the miles-long queue to see the Queen's coffin. The outrage is completely understandable. Why is there a strict hierarchy where extra special privilege are given to people who are wealthier and more important than the average member of the public, when going to see the public coffin of a dead, unelected, wealthy, hereditary monarch?
I'll say you could have said that a bit, slower, but
I could have said that a bit slower. Yeah,
you could.
I feel like it would have been a more riotous applause had I done so.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, kind of with flow. Say it with flow. Yes.
It's hard when I'm reading it for the first time as I'm,
No, that's the skill. That's what all the comedians do.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Why complain? Oh, do I keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not gonna. Okay. However, even though the pair have been attacked, at least one of them, their actions show a change in their behaviour. It makes a nice change to see Phillip Schofield now jumping queues instead of jumping into the DMs of 15-year-old boys instead. Hang on.
They like that one.
The problem now is that when responding to this PR crisis, Phillip Schofield can't come out of the closet and cry on national TV about being gay. You might say that the Queen card that he played before now is no longer available.
What are your thoughts, by the way, Dylan? Just cutting into your jokes, which are going well so far, I have to say. What are your thoughts on the Queen?
You know what, the Queen, good old lady. I myself waited in line for 16 hours to see the Queen, but by the time I got there, she was dead.
So are you mad then at Phillip Schofield and Holly Willoughby? Are you mad, Dylan, personally?
Well, with the Queen's funeral, the people of Britain... Oh, no, hang on.
Go on. What have you?
My actual opinion now, is it?
Yeah, I was asking for your actual opinion.
No, I was I'm a big fan of Queen Liz. I've I've been doing a bit of posting on the old Facebook about my thoughts on everything about my outrage about
Oh, you are
Phillip
mad
and
at them?
Holly and I'm kind of. I don't really care, to be honest. But I quite like just jumping on the outrage. What I really want to do is I really want to like phone up this morning and like pretend to enter a competition and then just kind of like bring it up because I know it like really triggers them to like have it discussed. Like they made this really defensive like video on this morning about how we didn't strip the queue, we'd never do that. I bet they're like jumping the canteen queue at the studios and I mean, and getting in the bus, if they even get the bus, they're probably jumping in front of everybody to get on there as well. Maybe
I know.
The bus. That's for common people. That's for common line queuing up folk like ourselves,
I know, right? I do find it funny again that Phillip Schofield may have, again, as the joke you wrote suggested, jumped into the DMs of a 15-year-old boy, but he's going to get cancelled for skipping a line.
You know what? He's done so many dodgy things.
Yes.
But I love how this could be his downfall.
Yes. It's just what a fucking great country we live in. Anyway, but back to
I love it. Yeah, with the Queen's funeral, the people of Britain, young and old, also got an unexpected bank holiday last Monday, which was good news for Prince Andrew, as with all the children out of school, he can enjoy an unexpected wank holiday as well. Do I keep going?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a line break, if that means I let you say something or if I just carry on.
I know. I mean, you know what? I'll say, Prince Andrew, nonce. There we go.
I think so. I've been watching quite a lot of body like when I'm doing me mopping, that's what I do. I sometimes listen to a few podcasts and I've listened to this one a few times a week, just to remind me of, what. Yeah, I do.
Get those views up. Yeah.
I wasn't pleased how when we did the movie parodies a few weeks ago, my story got cut down, but I've got past that. I've got over that. I think
clearly.
I've got past that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But another thing I was listening to was about that interview he did with was it Emily Matlis?
Matlis.
Yeah, the Matlis. Yeah, on the Newsnight. And then there's like all these body language experts that kind of talk about his body language and how they can tell that he's lying about.
He's a paedophile. Yeah.
Everything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, news of the number of people who turned into the Queen's funeral have also been released now. Actually, Luke. And it actually turns out Her Majesty's funeral got less views than Princess Diana's, and also the Euro 2020 final where England lost to Italy. It turns out people would still rather watch a funeral of victims of a car crash, whether that be Princess Diana's funeral or the England player's funeral, where the car crash in question was the coaching and tactics of England manager Gareth Southgate.
I like that one.
That one guy on the laugh track is just it's too much for him.
Okay, all right. So we're changing. We're off the Queen now, I think. Yeah.
I was talking about. I don't know if we're talking about Gareth Southgate or not. I just had a look at the next bit. It doesn't seem to be anything about Gareth Southgate. But I don't know. I think new change is needed with England.
Oh yeah, I mean that joke which you wrote really spoke to me very well. I have considered for a long time Gareth Southgate to be a football terrorist. So yeah, that is what I have referred to him as. So yeah, I agree with that joke, Dylan. Well done. You're punching up well there.
Thank you. Speaking of punching up, I don't know if you've heard the news about Vladimir Putin, because he's seemingly threatened the Western world with nuclear war.
Oh.
He's remarking that he's lots of weapons which he can use. It's a shame one of his weapons isn't his penis. As if it were, I bet there wouldn't be any war going on in Ukraine right now.
It's always penis envy. That's it.
Yeah, his penis. I mean, as a man with a small penis myself, I have some advice for old Vlad. never invade an Eastern European area that you can't fully penetrate, as the inevitable pullout will be very embarrassing and lead to international condemnation. I didn't know how cruel the Romanian word for tiny sounded until the prostitute said it.
I can tell. It still haunts you to this day. That it still haunts you.
It does, yeah, it does.
Sorry.
I mean, as I say, Viagra only increases the hardness; it doesn't increase the length. That's all I can say.
Oh well, let's see what the next joke is.
Well, it's about Liz Truss.
Mm-hmm.
I just love how she's gone back to being horrible again now that all the funeral stuff's over.
I know.
Anyway, she said her move to lift the cap on bankers' bonuses is a hard decision. I mean, to be honest, I think the decision for her is about as hard as my tiny penis when I see a small child. I'm glad there was no laugh track there. Oh,
no. Just the audience just needed a couple of seconds to take that in. By the way, I like how you added a tiny in front of penis, which wasn't there. So.
Oh yeah.
You didn't realise you did that. Wow, that's a Freudian slip there.
It is a Freudian slip, isn't it? Yeah.
But what is the joke saying there, Dylan?
I don't know. I think, yeah.
Well, you wrote it.
I think the person that wrote this, has some sins to confess.
No, I mean,
definitely.
The decision for her is about as hard as your penis when you see a small child, implying that the decision could be easy or hard. You just.
I think it's a very easy decision for her. It's why it's not a hard decision for her at all.
I think, yeah, there we go. So you see,
it's very easy. Yeah. So just to clarify what was meant by that was it was a very easy decision.
Well,
for her to make.
Well, let's not clarify. It's interpretation that it's down to, really, isn't it?
Very, very soft decision.
Right. Anyway, I mean, it's up for debate. Let's go on to the next one.
Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan have announced that they're expecting the birth of their third baby girl with a heartwarming Instagram post. Another child was a necessity for that reptilian Zuckerberg. The fucking reptile. Another child was a necessity for the reptilian Zuckerberg after it emerged that he had eaten the other two members of his offspring. That's not an anti-Semitic joke. Just look at his face. God made Mark Zuckerberg just daring for someone to make a reptile Jew joke. And I'll happily take that bait, as the only thing I love more than making fun of Jews is having sex with kids.
Do you want to continue, Dylan?
That clears up the Liz Truss joke. I also clarify that I don't enjoy making fun of Jews either. So again, that's the interpretation to take from that piece there.
Okay, let's go on to the next one. This one's not as risque.
Good. EA have announced that their new FIFA 23 video game will contain fictional football team AFC Richmond and their unfunny American manager Ted Lasso. There are a multitude of ways that EA could improve FIFA, but adding Ted Lasso into the game has got to be one of the only ways in which they could make their game worse.
True. So true.
If I have one wish on this earth, League, it's to see every person who likes that Ted Lasso to be sentenced to serve time at Guantanamo Bay while watching footage of Harry Maguire trying to defend.
He's not good defending as Harry Maguire. I know.
He's not good at defending.
Yeah,
that's the story.
Neither some Chelsea defenders, but I see you picked a Man United target.
I like my dig at unfunny American manager Ted Lasso. Not dig that. I've not actually seen it. Is it not very good?
There's no jokes.
Oh, it's a documentary.
No, it's not a documentary. It's meant to be. It's a comedy which doesn't have any jokes in, and it's all about how great a person Ted Lasso is because he encourages his players, and it's meant to be heartwarming and all of that shit. Which is
a bit like Jesse March.
Because he's American and a football manager. So let's just say
they're the same person, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, anyway, speaking of football, we've had a dig at Man United. Chelsea Football Club have sacked senior executive Damien Willoughby 2 weeks into the job amid sexual harassment allegations as X-rated text leaked showing him massaging club employee...
Messaging.
Oh yeah, messaging. Showing him messaging club employee Catalina Kim, asking her whether she was naked and also sending an alleged sexually explicit video to her. This is a significant change for Chelsea, as normally the club is involved in racist scandals off the pitch. This time, the scandal involved a member of the club wanting to run a train on someone, instead of pulling a black man off one instead.
It's pushing, Dylan.
What did I say?
Pulling. Clearly says pushing.
I don't think that's what they did. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was like I don't remember the video. Like video of these four people who are unconnected to the club pushing a person off a train. But anyway, back to the script. It's not all bad news for Damien Willoughby though. At least he wasn't caught skipping a queue to see a dead woman's coffin like his wife was.
Because they have
they're related, yeah.
I mean, I said they have the same last name, so they were husband and wife.
Because I think her husband, Holly's husband, is called Dan, and he's a TV producer. Because it's all mentioned in this book about Michael McIntyre.
I like how you're moving the mic, which is going to cause a lot of background noise. But well done.
I did realise that as I did that. I thought, Luke's not going to be too happy with that.
Not very professional, but thank you for plugging Michael McIntyre's book. Yeah.
Luke the audio snob.
I just don't want it to be shit. That's all I want.
Just check it's still going. Oh yeah, good. All that stuff I said earlier, that's on there. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Let's hope they never hear this at the youth centre.
Yeah, let's hope.
A man from Bristol called Simon Koskio has spent nearly a year covering all 4,669 roads in his home city, wandering a mesmerising 2,000 miles across Bristol in the process. It's just a shame that during all that travelling, he couldn't have wandered into a woman.
I mean, maybe he was gay, but
maybe.
It's a classic joke.
Simon also said, I walked silly things like every sports ground and cricket ground. I love challenges, but was running out of ideas. And I've always said that I've wanted to walk the streets in Bristol. I don't know why I've given him a Yorkshire accent in Bristol, but... I've always wanted to walk the streets of Bristol.
Yeah.
The fact Simon overcame the challenge is even more impressive, given the fact he wasn't allowed within 100 metres of any school in Bristol as well.
Which is absolutely... Well, you sorry, I've absolutely just torn the sky a new one, Dylan. I was just walking around and look what you've done to him. Nobody's safe from you, are they?
No. All these people I've heard of in the news this week, they're all getting a classic Dylan roasting. That's it.
Yeah, classic.
We've got one more. I'm talking about famous Indian comedian Raju Srivastava. He was found dead at the age of 58 after suffering a heart attack while training in the gym. So wait, we have a guy working out and therefore sweating a lot, then dying and leaving a rotting corpse, and also he's Indian? The smell in my gym must have been horrific.
Dylan, why did you say my? Why did you say my?
I was wondering where the laugh track was.
Why people are just wondering why was this 58-year-old Indian working out in your gym, Dylan? That's what people are wondering. There's confusion in the audience.
Get out of my gym.
Oh god.
Hey, we'll try that again. The smell of that gym. The smell of that gym must have been horrific.
The audience likes a good racist joke. Yeah.
If you think that's racist, then you've never been to India when it's hot. As Raju Srivastavaras once said, "It's always smelly in New Delhi. Now get out of my shop." Obviously, I do have to apologise for committing the cardinal sin in comedy of laughing at my own jokes.
No, it's acceptable. I think it's fine.
Get out of my shop. That's the end of the jokes, and thanks once again to Manrape for making this show possible.
Woo!
You know what? Why not? Why not?
Fantastic. Utterly fantastic. I mean, to be honest, it wasn't because you did mess up a few punchlines, like, very easily. Like, you know, which...
I mean, yeah.
You really didn't need to do, because, you know, it's just reading. But, hey...
I know. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought I wasn't able to read? I don't know. Not me. Not me.
Well, I think that overall, though, you did well. Obviously, the audience enjoyed a lot of your jokes, particularly the one about, you know, you having sex with kids, you know, which, of course, was it...
Well, I think that's down to interpretation. As I said, the point I'm trying to make is it's an easy decision for Liz Truss, and I'm not anti-Semitic. Is the point that I'm trying to make.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's, again,
So
interpretation.
It's saying it's the other way around. You say
It's just a joke. Yeah, people can take many things from jokes at the end of the day. They can. So, well done for that, Dylan. Congratulations. I think, you know, obviously Michael not being here, it really has hurt us because, you know, he's such a valuable member. Some might say, you know, some have even said like he's the second most valuable member behind myself. So, you know, it's a big, it's a big void. Yeah, but you know, hey, it's all about on the Pope is gay. You know, you've heard of the phrase "the next man up." It's like, okay, a man goes off to America to meet his fiancée he's met 3 times. You gotta be the next man to step up.
He's not met his fiancée many times, has he?
No, I'm sure it's more than 3. It's at least 5.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
at least 5. I mean, having said that, it's expensive going abroad. That's expensive.
Exactly.
That.
I mean,
going to America's expensive.
You know, they speak on Zoom a lot. I mean, we haven't met each other in person, have we, Dylan, for a while? Because we just speak on
for
Skype.
A long time, yeah.
So, yeah, Dylan, I mean, obviously we just covered a bunch of stuff in the news. Obviously, you know, the Queen she's had a funeral. And
yes. You can't spell funeral without fun, either. That's what I say. And it was a fun day out. It's, you know, a sad day out, obviously, but a fun day as well. I think.
Did you watch any of it?
I watched all of it, you know, because I'm a staunch loyalist.
Did you actually?
Monarchist, rather. I actually did, yeah.
Oh my god.
But I did a bit when the kind of funeral was over, and you know, they were just kind of showing the I was going to say limo, but the hearse just like
the limo.
I was kind of doing other things, but I just kind of had it on in the background, you know. But I watched the whole thing.
Someone from work asked me whether I watched it, and I said, yeah, I watched a bit because I didn't want to seem like a traitor to our country. So I thought,
you know, you
had to keep up appearances
as well. Yeah, you got to keep up appearances too.
Exactly. Can't out myself as a red, you know, a commie. But yeah, obviously she's dead, and by the time this episode comes, yeah, obviously, yeah, no doubt about it now. Like, yeah, it's for sure. But by the time this comes out, England will play Germany at Wembley, and I just love how the world works. Like England, obviously, it's an international break now in football, and so obviously what
is that not Nations League though? England Germany.
It's Nations League. Right. Yeah, but
so
obviously
there's still stakes in that then, because we could get relegated from our Nations League group. Yeah, we're at serious risk of that happening. Actually,
I know, and that cannot happen. What a humiliation!
But I'm hoping that our new national anthem, our boys will sing. You know, that's gonna spur the team on. You know,
we'll say and the spirit of Lizzie will keep us from getting relegated from the Nations League. Like, she'll inspire all our boys. Yeah,
I can't imagine anything worse than getting relegated from the Nations League.
I know. Maybe
Like-
that's why Lizzie died, because she knew she was going to see that happen.
She couldn't bear to see. I mean, she doesn't give a shit about Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. She couldn't bear to see England get relegated from the Nations League.
I know.
Oh, I sent you a video on Facebook that you said you wanted to save until now. It's just the thing is, Coronation Street, a program that I enjoy. They talk about football a lot. Now, based on the fact that the show is targeted at 40-year-old women, and I happen to watch it. And, it's written by 40-year-old women and everything. The writers and that I don't think know much about football, but admittedly they've decided to just they've added in this family where the son plays for Worthing County, which is like their local football team, probably about as good as York City are. And like their son's a striker, and he's also a gay striker as well, and that's like a big deal.
Oh, a real
gay
predator!
footballer.
Predator.
And
you
don't
get.
No, you don't get many of them in football, apart from that guy in the Championship. I can't remember what he's called now, but yeah. So he's like it's a real coming of age story.
What was that? Is he the guy whose last name is Bailey and they rhyme it with Gailey?
James Bailey, yeah, this like homophobic guy who also played football for the team as well. He's like a real big baddie. He's finally gone to prison for killing Seb.
Of course, yeah, that's what all homophobics do. Yeah,
Kelly got done for it, but then they managed to clear her name.
All right, go back to the football.
They sent Corey to prison, but yeah. So anyway, Corey played for the team as well. He was like, oh yeah, James Gailey, which is, I think, one of the funniest lines that they've ever said on Coronation Street.
I mean, the writers set themselves up for that. I don't think we'll have a gay footballer, and we'll have his name rhyme with gay. So obviously, yeah.
I feel like that was more of an afterthought. But
I don't know. I don't know. How about Coronation Street though? What about that game?
The Rovers' return had a pub team, a mixed team, like male and women, because as we know, men and women are equal in ability in football. They're playing their five-a-side game, and then one of them's like, "Are we going to take the knee?" "Yeah, of course we'll take the knee. Yeah, we'll take the knee. Yeah." So they all take the knee. The other team takes no notice and just scores a goal past them.
Oh, I love these writers. This is just such a great show. Anyway, Dylan, let's get on to our topics now. So this is the Big Barnsley breakfast, and yeah. This is.
I can just picture Alex. Just just gonna watch the Big Barnsley breakfast. Never miss an episode.
So I love gonna.
And it's just like half of them are like members of his family or something.
Yeah. Just gotta tune on the Big Barnsley breakfast. One sec, love. Right. So this is I mean, to be fair, they get more views than us, but I just found it very funny.
I'm sure they do.
This is episode 266, as you can see on screen. Cambridge 0, Barnsley 3. We've only got 10 men. I don't know what's the reference to, but I just really enjoy some of their football commentary here on the Big Barnsley breakfast.
Where their players didn't get punished. They had one on Herbie Kane off ball, a real one off ball, and then they did Luke Thomas because we're driving forward and never talked and never done. I mean, why do we always get cards and opposition done? It's
I think the Herbie Kane one should have been a yellow. I want to focus on the positive of.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that now.
Can we move on?
Here we go.
I've got to go. He ain't got time for all this. Go on then, you've got 30 seconds. So
What's say, Andy? Go on now. I think you're too. Poor referee. He's a grown up. George.
Oh, we're not doing ref watch again, are we?
We are. I think you were wrong. That's my view. You were wrong. And I'll tell you why. That first, we've been crying out, absolutely crying out for the last couple of seasons to have a Liam Kitchen, somebody that's going to get weighed in, somebody that's not going to take any rubbish from anybody and get stuck in.
It's such a stereotype of what you'd
George
expect.
Williams, I thought, I like George Williams. I thought he was a great player for us, to be frank. But I thought, they're both tussled football. If you're going to book them, book both of them. But, I almost thought George Williams was going to sit down and start crying. It was that pathetic. The referee was just running away until he couldn't run away because he got an army around him, an army in yellow around him.
They
And I
did
thought,
they did give him a bit in here, didn't they?
well, I thought that was, after Man United used to be told time with your Roy Keanes and what have you, I thought they'd been told to go with that. If it were me, if I were referee, if he'd actually got some bottle, he'd have booked all that lot.
He did book Smith. He did book Smith when they got their goal ruled out. In fairness,
Right,
when
but that's different. When they all surround him, it's trying to say go away from it, and they wouldn't. So it's go away, now get away from it. The book lot on them, in my view.
Like we can do the
I
exact same thing.
I don't think it's sportsmanlike, and I think if you're going to be,
It's not, but it's gamesmanship, isn't it? It's gamesmanship. It's not sportsmanlike. It's gamesmanship.
They will have known that Liam Kitchens know for putting in a little bit of nastiness sometimes.
They're supposed to be cracking down on something like that. They should have stopped him. So I weren't happy with that. So they should have stopped.
I weren't happy with that.
I know.
There's a reason why they don't do it though, because like imagine how much it's going to ruin a game when like it's.
Okay, that's enough of that. Right.
I just, I love how the top two people, like, they're very professional looking with their like microphones and everything, and
Yes.
they're young people, and he's got these two like Brexit voters they've just taken off the street, and they're just putting their 2 cents in as well. But, it actually reminds me of the. Do you remember the Handforth Parish Council meeting thing?
Oh yeah,
Kind of reminds me a bit of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
it's funny.
I know.
Funny stuff.
Right, so that's
Big
one.
Barnsley.
I mean, my topic is kind of cut into those 2 bits. That's one of them. The Big Barnsley breakfast.
Part 1 of 2.
Part 1 of 2, and this one has got nothing to do with the other part, which is this, which is.
Have you found it? I've never been able to actually find anything more than the trailer.
So this is a website called Cool Cat Saves the Kids. So Dylan, have you heard of Cool Cat?
I think we can all learn a lot from Cool Cat.
Well, tell us, what is Cool Cat?
Well, I can't remember what he. Oh no, he stands up for like kids getting bullied. He's got a very anti-bullying stance, does our Cool Cat.
Yes.
And, I mean, I think the ultimate message we can take from Cool Cat is that if you are a bully, and then it's like this one kid in the trailer, he's like, I just love bullying people.
Yeah,
I think the one takeaway you can get from Cool Cat is that bullying is not cool.
Bullying is not cool, and so basically, we're on the Cool Cat website here. Cool Cat saves the kids, as you can see.
It's the director's cut as well, so it's all the unseen footage.
I know, right?
When it was released in the cinemas, this stuff wasn't seen.
Oh, good. So, do you think this website design is one of the best you've ever seen, by the way?
The only thing that devastates me is there just isn't enough Comic Sans on there. I mean, there's a little bit there I just seen.
Oh yeah, Cool Cat special. Cool Cat saves the kids, director's cut. Cool Cat fights coronavirus.
I just love to see that.
Both DVDs for only $20. Wow, what a great deal.
Oh, it's part of Popey's game mission.
That would be so good. But anyway, let's just visit the website. And by the way, why I'm showing everyone Cool Cat, the website, is because Derek Savage, that's the guy in the blue shirt who's the inventor of Cool Cat. He has a very special announcement.
He's just part of it. It's like, yes, this is my brainchild. Yes, I'm responsible. It's like the Jim Davison to Garfield. He's just like standing on stage. Yeah, this was my idea.
In the movie, he has a relationship with a cat beside him, Mama Cat, as he calls her. So yeah, that's interesting. But anyway, Cool Cat shirts.
Does it get a bit steamy, a bit PG?
Honestly, yes, it does. Yeah, which is very weird. But
does it actually?
A bit. He says, "Oh, I love you cute kitty cat, you," and she goes like, "Oh, hush," like that. So that's what goes down in the movie. But as we can see, Cool Cat fights coronavirus, and the Cool Cat shirt. Only $35, and again, a great deal. 2 DVDs and a shirt. So
I need that Cool Cat shirt. Actually, I really need that Cool Cat shirt.
Well, there's the Cool Cat fights. Cool Cat fights coronavirus, and as we can see, he's those little COVID balls. He's just swatting them away. They've got no chance against Cool Cat.
They've got no chance. But why is he not wearing his mask? Because I'm sure
Oh,
that
good
was
point.
quite a cool thing to do. Was to wear a mask, to protect others. Because there's nothing more cool than doing that.
Yeah.
I like how it also includes a keychain as well. That's
yeah.
that's
Featuring,
needed as well.
as you can see, it features
Need some
Dirty
without my
Dog.
keys.
Yeah.
So what is Dirty Dog then? Is he like an antagonist? Is he?
We'll get into that.
What does he bring to the story? Oh, good.
Yes, we will. So let's just have a look at his clothes first on Cool Cat. As we can see, some great
I
clothes
need some
here.
of that Cool Cat merch.
Look at this, $20. Fucking $20 for a t-shirt. That looks like complete shit. Unbelievable.
And again, the only problem, there's not enough Comic Sans on that t-shirt.
Not enough, yeah, absolutely. As you can see, some good deals there. A Cool Cat hoodie, $33. And we can see
Dirty Dog.
we get some good Dirty Dog, merchandise here.
My Dirty Dog. Just like taken, these lines have been taken out of from my life. You smell like a kid, and kids stink.
And I thought he might be selling.
I'm
masks
Dirty
here.
Dog. I'm Dirty Dog, and I'm the baddest dog ever.
Yeah,
Rough.
just like the one he wears in the film.
I love how it's like just like you. It's like the Sidemen. He's just plugging his own merch in the film.
Oh yeah, constantly, yeah. Fucking great marketing. More items at Cool Cat store.
All sales are final, no returns.
Yeah, of course. And as we can see, we've got whatever this is, this 3D animation. Oh, sorry, 2D. What am I saying? Cool Cat NFTs. Fucking huckster, scammy guy, Derek Savage, never misses an opportunity. Of course, there are Cool Cat NFTs.
I still have no idea what an NFT is, but great.
It's a non-fungible token, Dylan. It's like
I know what it stands for. Thank you. I understand what it stands for. I just don't know what that is.
And yeah, look at all these other Cool Cats.
Cat loves Kill Cat loves the soldiers. I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah. Classic. We didn't have a picture for Cool Cat Loves Vacations and Cool Cat Loves Biofuel, which I think is probably the funniest one.
Kill Cat loves going green.
Yeah, that's generic enough, but fucking biofuel, like.
Kids, why are you buying non-renewable fuels for your cars? Get biofuel, kids. Actually, that's not a bad marketing strategy. He's getting them while they're young.
And the same with the soldiers. They're not going to be soldiers for at least another 10 years, but it's a good recruiting tool. And I love this one.
I love that.
Cool Cat loves the beach, and look at the design on that girl there. Like,
ooh, I think I like the beach as well, though.
Okay, right. You're hornier than Derek Savage, which is saying something, actually. And so, look at these reviews for Cool Cat here. Cool Cat is fun, says Adam West.
Oh,
the
that's
real Batman.
R.I.P. Adam West.
I love Cool Cat, says Bo Derek. Cool Cat is cooler than Barney the dinosaur.
I mean, I suppose. Because Barney the dinosaur, he's not the cool dinosaur, is he? So
yeah.
There's a clue in the name there, Ben.
Rupert Murdoch, the CEO of Fox.
I love how Rupert Murdoch's had something to say about
Cool
it.
Cat is a clever series. I
love that. I love the idea that he's not actually doing that as a plug. He's just someone's just mentioned it to him in passing an interview. He's like, oh yeah, it's a clever series. It's just. But let's get to the real issue here. But they've just having said that, we'll just. Cool Cat has so much potential. I think that's such a good review.
It's shit, but it could be all right. Anyway, so Cool Cat kids gun safety there. There's the video, which is with the Burbank PD. Some cop gander from Cool Cat. There we go. There's a free Cool Cat mask, and
you can wear that in the supermarket.
I follow him on Twitter. Cool Cat loves you.
Oh dear, that's amazing.
Check that out. And there's Derek Savage with the photo, which we'll get into in a bit. And some nice 2D animation, and you can even donate. I mean,
why aren't we donating? Why are we not helping fund this amazing project, which has so much potential?
I know,
as
right?
a 9-time Emmy Award winner, I can't remember his name said.
It's because of this man, Derek Savage. And do you want to click? So what is this? This is a page, presumably, Dylan, that that young kids could click on, and that parents of young kids could click on to learn about Cool Cat, right? You agree?
We need to learn about Kill Cat.
Well, so you think if
Derek Savage writes novels? Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, well, basically, this is all about Derek Savage, and again, I just clicked the link off the webpage to get onto it. Not the right one initially, but I got there. As we can see here, Derek's true passion, is writing books and producing films, and he is single and lives in Las Vegas.
Apart from hang on, I don't think he is single because it's that. What's the name of the cat?
Mama
His
Cat
companion from that. Mama Cat. What about Mama Cat?
Well, have a look at this here.
What women look for in a man.
And the gif beneath it, a Derek Savage story will make you dance. Basically, Derek practicing with his. I love how he put this in gif form. Look at that.
It's like it's just like the thing is, what surprises me is how recent Kill Cat is. In like it's been released from 2015 is what research tells me.
The website.
Like, this is so early 2000s web design. It's just
well, the thing is,
like it's a time capsule, really, isn't it?
Look at this. What's Bad Boy here? What's Bad Boy?
Mummy, what's Bad Boy?
The male dancer. So basically, this is a male stripper story written by Derek Savage, and again, I just love like he wants to get into kids. Like I think he failed at this. So he was like, all right, I'll get into kids stuff. But yeah, I just love that.
It's like he tried a lot of stuff, but like Kill Cat was his only success story.
Yes, sweet revenge. When a street gang kills your family, payback can be your only justice.
That seems very suitable for the Kill Cat audience. Though.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm showing you all this, Dylan, is because big news in the world of Derek Savage. As you can see right now on screen, you'll see a new image here, which is Cool Cat versus Dirty Dog Unleashed, which I've sent to you in the Skype chat, Dylan.
It's like Django Unchained.
Yes, exactly. Just like Django Unchained. There's a new Cool Cat movie that I think is going to be released soon, hopefully, which, as you can see, featuring the world's only civilian-owned Harrier jet, and it's a family-friendly film at its funnest, starring Cool Cat, Derek Savage, Dirty Dog, Lieutenant Colonel Nails, and the Harrier jet.
That's Lieutenant Colonel Nails, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Forgive me for that.
So yeah, are you looking forward to that movie, Dylan?
Oh, I love how COVID's coming back as well. I think COVID's making a cameo.
He's going to stop COVID as well. Yeah, beautiful stuff.
Nice.
Maybe
that's why COVID did stop, because it's all over COVID now. Maybe it's down to Kill Cat will tell us all.
Maybe he will.
In this sequel to him fighting coronavirus in the first one.
Fucking hell. So there's Cool Cat for you. Hope you enjoyed that, Dylan. Hope you enjoyed the dive into the world of Cool Cat and Derek Savage. Can we have a rating for my topic, please?
Let's go for an 8.5.
Which rounds up to a 9.
There you go.
Michael agreed to give me an 8, by the way, beforehand.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to give myself an 8 as well, which gives me a very strong score of 25.
Very strong opening score, yeah.
What about you, Dylan? What's your topic?
How is Michael going to rate my topic?
He already told me what your rating is.
Oh, right, okay. That's funny. It's like a guarantee. I've got 2 things to talk about. The first thing is kind of like I wanted to talk about this.
I was going to bring this up back in the day. I was thinking about it, and so you brought it up. This is cool. Yeah.
This was when we tried to rebrand Watford FC. Because what is the thing that annoys you the most about football, Luke?
Probably referees being shit.
It's the fact that Watford are called the Hornets and they've got a fucking deer on their logo.
Because of the Hertfordshire stuff, yeah.
It's like when Man City decided that, they'd never won anything, but I mean, thankfully they reversed the decision. They were like, let's just put 3 stars on our badge and pretend we've won loads of stuff. Just kind of sums up the club's personality. Whereas now they just replaced it with a generic plastic badge anyway. But this speaks personality. This tells us what Watford are. They're the Hornets, Luke. They're the Hornets. They're going to sting you. Troy Deeney he doesn't play for them anymore. But back in the day, back when this was made, Troy Deeney gets the ball, stung, goal, easy. But with the actually, I think we decided to make it into like a Hornet shape, and put the nickname in there, the Hornets.
Yeah, and you've 3D'd it as well.
Yeah, just a little bit of a 3D gradient. That was kind of on vogue at the time. Maybe not so much anymore. Now in the 2020s, which we're in now, it's more kind of 2D. It's more of a 2D era that we're in now. But
Yeah.
Or you could call them the Watford Hornets instead if you want to.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it's about Watford. I saw Watford play once. I saw them play Brighton. They lost 2-0.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good for Brighton, I guess. Anyway, you got anything else, Donald, or shall we move on to the second thing you wanted to talk about?
The second. Let's go to part 2 here. Let's move on to part 2 here, because part 2 is quite a funny story, quite an embarrassing story. It's kind of my ego taking a much needed knock. Let's say
much needed. I agree. Yeah.
I stepped down a few levels. I kind of realised that I'm not a young man anymore. Anyway.
Well,
so,
I mean, you should be in the prime of your career, Dylan.
Yeah. Should be in the prime of my life, you'd think, but
As
I think
a janitor.
I've aged.
Yeah.
I've aged like 20 years in the last year or something like that.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm working at the youth centre, and there are some youths at the youth centre. Obviously, I'm talking about 13,
That makes sense.
14.
Yeah.
Just been a bit rough with each other. Just a bit. They've got a bit too much energy, let's say. So I kind of put down my mop and I say, right, we need to burn off some of this energy. So I say, tell you what we'll do. We'll have a race.
No.
We'll have it. No, I'm not. No. I'm DBS checked. So I say, we're gonna have a race. Okay. Let's see who can get from this end to this end in the quickest time. And are you gonna take part? I'm gonna take part as well. And so they were very keen, obviously, to beat me. And I'm thinking, because of my ego, I'm thinking, I'm gonna beat them easy peasy.
Why would you ever think that? Like you were never fast.
Because they're like children. I'll just easily beat them. I'm
Children
I'm
are
an
still
adult.
pretty
I'm obviously
fast.
Quick. I'm obviously gonna be quicker than them.
That's stupid.
anyway,
of course, you're gonna lose. Yeah.
I managed to obtain footage of this happening. Don't ask me how, but I did. So you'll be able to see. I mean, I can't show this, but this is me here in the high vis orange jacket,
Okay, I'm watching.
which I have to wear when I'm being a janitor.
Yes.
And this is what happens.
Oh my god, you didn't fall over, did you? No.
Should we watch it again?
Oh my god, he actually fell over. I thought
I just fell flat on my face.
you were gonna get destroyed and you were gonna come last, but that is much more embarrassing. Wow.
I'll tell you what, I wasn't, because I was running it, and they were much quicker than I thought I'd be. There's this one kid is just sprinting off. You can see there, so I'm just I am, because we mentioned it already, and you very, very fully agreed with me. I mentioned how competitive I am.
Yes.
I said I'm very competitive. You were like, yes, you are very competitive. So I didn't want to lose. I really wanted so badly to win this race. So I just was trying to run as fast as I could. And then I was running so fast that I tripped myself over. But honestly, I can't tell you. I've actually, since then, I've been in a lot of pain. I actually, because that was on tarmac. It actually really hurt.
Yeah, I bet it hurt.
Tarmac. I've had I think you can still see my hand. I've still
Oh
got a
yeah.
bruise
Oh
on
no.
my hand.
I hated
got a
doing
plaster on my
that.
knee.
As and the knee as well. Yeah, as a kid, I will emphasize, as a kid, falling on tarmac that always hurt. But I have not done that in years because I am, a fully grown adult. But some of us are, some of us aren't.
So that was my embarrassing story.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, just picked me back up and thought, I'll just get back to doing that. But yeah, that was my ego just taking a bit of a bruising. I mean, not as much of a bruising as my actual physical body did, though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know what's worse there: the pain you felt inside, or the pain from falling face first into some tarmac.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult.
You know what? I mean, honestly, having lived with you and known you for quite a long time, Dylan. I've seen.
I'm not anticipating a very nice comment.
Well, I'm just I've
No.
known you to have many embarrassing moments, but I have to say, doing that as a fully grown man racing against children at the youth centre,
Half my age,
falling flat on your face and losing a race to them. That might be the most embarrassing thing I've ever heard from you. I mean, I can't believe Michael isn't here. Michael would be loving this so much. Oh.
He would be loving it. It's actually a shame to waste it without him not being here. You know what I mean?
Especially as he said he was going to give you a 4. So.
Well, I think we need to double that 4. I mean,
we'll give you
maybe.
Go on, give you your rating, Dylan.
I don't know. I mean, I've already taken a bruising anyway. It doesn't really matter. Give yourself a 7.
7. Oh, that's the thing. Michael said he was going to give you an 8.
I'll give myself an 8 then.
Wow.
Bah.
I shall also give you an 8, which gives you a score of 24.
That means I don't win though.
Congratulations.
Unless Michael wins, who knows?
I don't think Michael's going to win because his topic, as he self-admittedly said, is a bit shit. So Michael, so we'll play the audio clip of Michael telling us what he was going to do right now.
Hello, Luke and Dylan. Obviously, I'm not there, but I did have a topic idea, and it's not a very good one, so I thought I might as well throw it out there while I'm not actually physically present, so I can't hear you roasting it. Piranha, the Piranha film series, which has the monsters that live in the sea, the piranhas that eat people, classic. And there's also a Piranha 3D, so there's a Jaws 3D and a Piranha 3D. You're following me so far. Now, this is where it gets into the actual topic. There's another film, which I think I've mentioned before, which is to Luke, Piranha 3 Double D. And it's so called because it's just like, it's like borderline porn. Like, I guess that's the logic. I guess they were like, hey, the Piranha films are kind of trashy. They're kind of, they're not the highest common denominator stuff. So what we're going to do is make Piranha 3 Double D. And it will be like even more trashy because it would just have loads of boobs in it. But my question, and I don't think it's a very good question because I can't actually think of any funny answers. But I'm going to pretend that it's a good question. If you guys can't think of any funny answers, then it's on you for not being funny. What film series do you think should have a 3 Double D installment? That is my question. I suppose maybe you should say that I should have an answer. And I guess if I had to think of an answer, it would probably be like the Simpsons movie. Because of, or like, so it would be like the Simpsons movie 3 Double D. Because of the episode where Marge gets massive boobs. I think, there's already a precedent for it. So there we go. My answer is the Simpsons 3 Double D. But that's my answer. I don't think it's a massively funny answer. I don't think there are any good funny answers. I think overall it's a very bad topic. But when I thought of it, it seemed like it would be a funny topic. It's like just the idea of like the 3 Double D franchise. Have a shot. What would you, even if it's not a funny response, whatever, rate me a low score. I don't care. What film series would you make into a 3 Double D film series or, installment? Finally, I suppose, Hannah, want to say hi?
Hi.
There we go.
And so, yeah, you could hear his fiancée at the end there, which was really funny because I didn't know his fiancée was in the room with him. So he was saying all that while someone else was in the room, which, yeah, is funny. But anyway, so, yeah, he was thinking, of course, about Jaws 3D, a scary monster movie. Then, obviously, he thought about Piranha 3D, then Piranha 3 Double D, which, as he said, is borderline porn. And so, he thought about, what film series should have a 3 Double D installment? And Michael's answer was The Simpsons because of the episode with Marge getting massive boobs. He overall, of course, does think it's a bad topic, but we'll try to add what we can. So what movie do you think should be like a softcore? Well, not softcore porn, like an almost porn, like a remake, if you will, or sequel.
It's a good question.
I don't think it is, but you know what?
Glad I had plenty of time to prepare for this. I think. Roger Rabbit.
Roger, really?
Who
Roger
Framed
Rabbit? Well, I
I'm
mean,
just thinking of the scene where we see his wife for the first time.
wait, what's his wife?
She's called Jessica Rabbit, I think.
Yeah, just so
But
you
she's
what
like-
you want, Dylan, is then furry porn. That's what you want. Like,
Well, she's not a furry. She's not an actual rabbit. She's just.
I thought she was part animal.
No, she's just called. Her surname's Rabbit because she's married to Roger Rabbit.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, she's still a cartoon, Dylan. I mean, that's very interesting where your mind went to then. And also, as I'll point out, it is a kids' movie. Like, it's
Well, it's PG. It's PG, so that, your parents have to watch it first before the kids watch it.
you're bastardizing something very sweet and innocent there. Roger Rabbit 3 double
honestly,
D.
I mean, if you've actually watched the film, you would retract that statement. I think.
Okay.
The scenes that she's in, it's very kind of.
No, I know the scene she's in. I know what the movie is about. Don't worry. But yeah.
But then you forgot that she was not a rabbit.
Well, to be honest, she looks kind of weird. I don't think she has a nose, from my recollection.
It's a hard thing to draw. I think.
What, a nose?
I think people struggle to draw noses on
Yeah.
cartoons.
I always thought she was like part human, part rabbit because she looked a bit weird. But obviously, I was wrong. Yeah, and obviously because she's called Jessica Rabbit. Okay, maybe I was wrong. So yeah, I guess. Well, I still think your answer's a bit weird. I will say. I'm gonna lay that at your door. But my answer, I don't know. I want to take something which needs a revival, which is pretty shit and needs a revival. So what about? I tell you what, a movie we recently watched, Dylan, for Select and Reflect, the B movie. B.
Ooh.
And this is the great thing
I
because
like the B movie.
B
I
rhymes
need to
with.
watch your review of that.
Of course you do. B rhymes with 3 and D.
They missed a trick there, didn't they?
The
They
B
missed a trick.
3
Because
double.
that came out in 2008, and 2009 was
7.
when all the 3D films came out. Was it 7?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No, but you're still right. It came out a couple of years later. The
They
B
missed that. They missed a trick.
the B 3 double D movie. It was right there. If Jerry Seinfeld wants more like puns, and of course, you could have
In BD.
fuck it. There you go, right there. In BD.
I've already said this in an earlier episode, but my favourite joke in the B movie is, "Oh, perfect report card again, son. All Bs."
Yeah, me and Michael talked about that in the B movie review.
I thought so.
Yeah, that is such a.
I look forward to hearing that in the review.
That is such a Seinfeld joke. It's like, if the B gets the grades in school, they get all B's.
I get it because they're B's. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a weird impression.
Loving life. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, yeah, the B 3 double D movie, and yeah, you'd need obviously. I mean, it's also a cartoon movie, but crucially, and I guess it is aimed at kids actually. But it's I realise I've kind of fallen into the same trap as you with the Roger Rabbit, what I was accusing you of. But crucially, I think mine is funnier. And of course, you can make a in BD pun, which you came up with. So well done.
BD.
In BD, yeah. I don't know, a horror movie perhaps, because that's what Piranha is, right? Piranha is a horror movie. So like you can have Halloween 3 double D. With Mike Myers just attacking. Mike Myers ventures onto a porn set and kills porn actresses. I don't know, just kind of,
Get out of my swamp.
What?
That's what I'll say. Because he's Shrek. Oh no, that's Michael Myers is Shrek. Mike Myers is a different person.
Yeah, I think maybe you got it the right way around. Which one's Michael Myers and which one's Mike Myers? I think Mike Myers is the Shrek guy, and Michael Myers is the Halloween guy. Yeah, Michael Myers is the guy from Halloween. I said Mike Myers initially. Yeah.
Oh, Mike Myers is Shrek.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll hazard a guess. I'm not the first person in human history to get those two confused.
You might be.
But I think Michael Myers, just Halloween, because the last Halloween movie was very shit. So yeah, that could use a reboot. Halloween 3 double D.
I mean, speaking of Halloween, to kind of change the subject a little bit, who's looking forward to Halloween?
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Well, I say it's the most wonderful time of the year because normally I'm looking forward to football, but it's just been cancelled for a large section, and we got the international break, and also
It's been cancelled. That's the old lady's died, and now they've cancelled it.
I fucking
people. God save the Queen.
I am convinced they knew that people didn't care as much about the Queen dying as they cared about football. They care about football more, so they were like, okay, we got to make sure the Queen's cancelled. Oh, sorry, the football's cancelled, so people always have the Queen on their minds. That's what we got to do. I'm convinced.
They still did rugby league, you know.
Yeah, because that's not bigger than football. That's the difference.
Absolutely. The John Smith Stadium had a game after all.
Great. So yeah, we've got our answers. Michael, you know, I hope he's happy. So let's rate Michael's topic. Dylan, you go first.
3.
3. The 3 double D topic. That's poetic. Michael gave himself an 8. And
so he's up to 11. There you go.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give Michael a 4. Because that video with him turning around to show his fiance was very funny.
Does that earned the 4?
That earned the 4. So that gives
doubled
me
the score and then some.
So that gives me the victory this week, as I got 25, Dylan got 24, oh so close, Michael got 15. So
well done. There's your trophy.
Thank you. Michael's only won once this year, by the way. He's not had a good year, or season, I should say. He's not had a good season. So Dylan, final thought. You go first.
Oh yeah. This person. So having this argument with somebody, about the sandwich fillings or whatever, and we're talking about what's better, like ketchup or like mayonnaise or whatever. And this guy, he gets this big jar of mayonnaise, and he just throws it at me. This jar of mayonnaise. He throws this jar of mayonnaise at me, and I say, "What the hell, man?"
That was perfect. Right. So my topic this week. Sorry, my fun.
Your topic, yeah, we've done topics.
That joke completely threw me. Right.
Just like the mayonnaise was thrown at me.
Yes, great. So my final thought this week is that next week we are going when that's fucking Lance. What's he called? Neil Armstrong. That's it.
Lance again. He getting 2 people. Lance Armstrong was the cheater.
Yeah, Neil Armstrong's the good guy. Yeah,
he was an honourable man. He actually stepped foot on the moon. He didn't cheat that. There's no way that footage was faked.
No. Yeah. Okay. Nice little bit of conspiracy theories thrown in at the ends. We will boldly go to the final frontier next week once again. I butchered that, but you'll get it when we see. Do you know what music that is, Dylan?
I think that's an original song that you've just invented.
Okay, well, see you next week. I hope we didn't fuck it up too badly because Michael wasn't here. So yeah, hopefully,
he's the glue that holds the podcast together.
He really is. Anyway, goodbye.
See you later.